What a day, what a day. What do you There's not one more candy and that's it. No more. Look at this guy.
I need some candy myself.
There you go.
Good the Asian candy.
Yeah, buddy, we
Water.
on. We live. We back on. We made it back. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the reunion. This will feel like a reunion show.
Well,
Welcome everybody.
All the traveling is done. Everyone's
we're
Right.
home.
in their
We're
designated areas.
We safe. We made it back. Everybody's safe. Everybody's ready to go. We ready to rock and roll. How y'all been holding up?
You know, living life and loving the blessings.
That's all you can do. How
Learning
you holding
from
up out there in
struggle.
Hawaii, MK?
Oh, I'm doing great. Not looking forward to the holidays.
I never
Why
do.
you
I
love
never
the
do.
holidays?
I do, but I just like there's so much going on. So much.
I never look
Busy
forward to the
girl.
holidays.
I'm super hella busy.
How you doing over there, OG?
I'm here. Just glad to be here.
I know that's right, brother. Glad to be on this side of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a
Yeah.
blessing.
Oh.
But because somebody didn't wake up that way. And so you got to be thankful for every little blessing that you get. And with that being said, welcome back, family. This is Urban Solution Radio. This is Can You Back That Up? And before we even really get going, you should be liked and subscribed to everything that we got going here at Urban Solution Radio, the podcast, the shows, the Zoom, the meetings, all that. We're doing it all. So be a part of everything that we're doing. We're turning it up. Can't stop, won't stop. This is Monday. Can you back that up? I got my family. I got MK. I got Irie. I got OG in the building, and we ready to rock and roll, baby. And so what we do here is we ask some questions and we get some responses from this crazy group of folks that I got presented here. And we're gonna get it rocking and we're gonna get it rolling. So the first question that I got for the panel is, have you ever did a dine and dash at a restaurant? Did you ever get that? You ever ate your food, got that check, and got the hell out of there? That's what I want to know. Ari, talk to me. You ever did a dine and dash?
I have not ever dined and dashed, but
What?
I don't know if it's considered dining and dashing because technically I dined in. So I went to Mod Pizza and they made our pizzas, all the stuff. I'm standing there and nobody's coming to the register to ring me up. So we
Right.
sat our asses down and waited, got our pizzas, ate, and took off, and nobody asked us to pay the bill. So
That's a dine and dash. That's
Yeah,
a dine and dash.
She didn't die.
well, I did
That's a
that. I did that. But we literally sat in the restaurant and ate
Took
our
her
pizza.
time. She walked out.
Yeah, that was a dine and walk off.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Get out of my face now. Go to
But
the room.
that qualify. That's the very definition of dine and dash. You did that.
I mean, I waited. I tried to pay.
You better than me.
There was no customer service, so I sat my ass down.
I'm climbing out the bathroom window. You better than me.
Right there and
MK,
ate
talk
it.
to me. You ever did a dine and dash, got that bill and said, "Oh hell no"?
I personally no.
Mhm.
I think because I've been in the service industry like since before time. Like I feel like
Right.
it's for people to do that. And now you can pay with anything, right? A lot of places you could do it because some places you go to, you just have the QR code. You don't even fucking have human communication. You get
Right.
your whatever, like people can do it all the time. But I was in Vegas once.
Oh, here it goes. Here we go.
And she was sitting at, we're at the bottom of Excalibur. We're at this bar, and she's sitting at the bottom. And I think like some drinks are free, right? When you play,
If you're gambling, you're gambling.
But she literally put like $1 in, I think. I don't know. And she was sitting there for a while, and and it wasn't like the free drinks, right? It was like, oh, I'll have this. Like she was ordering like above and beyond the menu.
Oh, wow.
So when we got there, me and my other friend, we got there, she was like, okay, come on, let's go. And I'm like, oh, are you going to pay your tab? And she was like, no, it's free. And I was like, I don't think it's free. I think like you have to like play all night. Like, I don't know. I think you have to keep putting money in, and then it's like, whatever. Cause they're, you know how they leave.
You have to be constantly gambling to get free drinks.
And they leave like a cup with the paper in it in front of you. Means you got it.
Means you have a tab.
She's like, well, I'm leaving. And she like walked away. And then me and my other friend were like, oh, fuck that. So we all like run like in different directions.
Oh my. Yeah.
We meet up.
That's dash.
That qualifies.
It wasn't you, but you dashed.
It was just association, right? And so we all, and then my
people
one
go
friend,
to jail for that shit all the time.
my friend is like,
accessory.
Fuck, I don't have my phone. I'm like, what do you mean? So my other friend in our whole dashing, because we're like, fuck, she just got there. We're like, we gotta go. She like left her phone somewhere on the damn machine. It was terrible.
Oh no.
Go to security and get the phone. It was like, oh, it's bad.
But
we're not going with her to that. We're not going with her to Vegas. We're like, bitch, no, you either gonna pay your tab or not.
Right? Because how embarrassing would it be to get stopped because she didn't pay her tab? Because like you, like I feel like the mod situation is different because I tried to pay, but I never sat down. I've been a server, and some places, if you don't pay your tab, that either you got to take that out of your tips, or you get written up because it's your job to keep a die on your tables and make sure they pay. So I would never eat somewhere or go out and do that. But how embarrassing. Wrong. I'd be embarrassed as a grown-up to get stopped.
I told her that.
Ma'am, your tab. Ma'am, I'd be like, oh my God.
Literally put your picture up. Like a shoplifter. They'll put your picture up. And I was
no.
The bar that we were at, it was called like Sherlock something. It has something to do with like Sherwood Forest or like whatever. And I'm like, it's like Sherlock. You know how like you put the so now her picture's up there, I guarantee. I'm like, we're not going there.
Oh no, yeah, you can't do that.
That's my spot. That's where I stay at when I go there. The Excalibur. When I go to Vegas, that's where I stay at.
Well,
I never stayed on the strip.
Don't dash from
it's way cheaper off the strip.
Yeah, I know.
It is, but the Excalibur is really reasonable.
Yes, it is.
That's what I heard.
Play and you're on the strip and you can walk all the rest. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's where I always stay there. It only be like $30, $35, $40 a night.
Yeah, it depends what night.
That's nothing. That's not bad at all. I need
right there across from New York and
you can go to New York, MGM.
It's all right there.
Mandalay, or you can go to Luxor, all of that's there.
Yeah.
Luxor next door, yep. The pyramid, all that.
The stratosphere is not that expensive either.
Oh, it's kind of
I've stayed there before.
It's kind of off the street. There's circus and stuff like that.
You gotta
and the Tropicana is right on the corner of it, like behind it. Tropicana right there, all of that. Mm-hmm. So that's the good spot to stay.
I haven't been to Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in a hella long time.
I ain't been in a while neither. Vegas, it could be a little much after a while.
I can only do the weekends.
2 days, 3 at the most.
Yeah, I can only do
about 3 days. Yeah.
I lived there for 2 years and was like, nah.
It's a lot.
I miss half my whole birthday.
Yeah, no. And it's not somewhere I would raise kids either. Like when we lived there, my 6-year-old niece was like, Auntie, how come that lady Susu's on the bus? Like, what do you say a kid do? No.
Yeah.
My son be like, Mom, Susu's.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
OG, talk to me, brother. Have you ever got that bill and said, shove this up your ass?
Of course.
What? What? Tell me about that, brother.
Shit, matter of fact, I might have did one a couple of months back, man.
Oh, you're not ashamed.
He said, "I still do this. I still do."
He's not even redeemed.
Yeah, shit. I know Denny's. I went to Denny's and my shit was kind of messed up. You know, they was bringing the food all late and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it was cold and shit. It's like, man, this stuff is cold. You wait to bring my stuff. Well, I get it redid. It's like, well, you want to redo mine, but everybody else is, I had my grandson with me. And it's like, everybody else is eating and stuff. Then you got to recook mine or do all that. I was like, man, I'm cool. So what I did was when they redid it, everybody else was about finished eating. So they bring my stuff out. They might have, Denny's is Denny's. They got people in there, young kids, people that kind of don't want to be there, hate the job, kind of crowded and understaffed. The whole works. But that ain't my problem.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, but that ain't my problem. I'm there just to pay my, order, pay my bill, get my service. They bring me the food, and it's like, you know what? I don't even want it now. Everybody else is about finished. I think I'm gonna just go someplace else, go to Jack in the Box and get me a couple of breakfast jacks or something. It's cheaper anyway. So when they brought me the bill, everybody else is ate. I just said, "Come on, let's go." And we just walked out and didn't pay them.
Yeah.
Just like, shit, I didn't eat it, but everybody else had ate there. So they left them a couple of dollar chips, but shit, it's like, I'm out of here. I ain't paying for this shit.
I wouldn't have paid for your food.
Nope, I didn't pay
like,
for a couple of tips. I wasn't paying for none of them because it wasn't so much that we just dined and dashed. It was just that when I kind of was telling them, man, the pancakes is cold, hard, cold. It's like,
he didn't care.
They kind of was like, well, I could re-get it did. And so it's like, well, you gonna redo everybody's or just mine? Because everybody hungry. We've been waiting for a long time. And you taking so long and you kind of seem like you got an attitude when I'm telling you it's cold and stuff. You should have knew that. I don't know if they had it in the window and you just too busy and you couldn't bring it to us.
What if it was like, boy, you look like you like cold food?
And stuff. I probably would have just threw it at them and walked out there. Just threw it. Turned on the phone and YouTube it and just threw the shit and stuff. But it's like they kind of had like an attitude, like they was mad or having a bad day. But that ain't my problem because we all have bad days. But I'm paying. It ain't like you giving me nothing. I'm paying for this shit. This is your job to serve us, to wait on us. That's what you earn your tips for. So if you ain't cool enough to want to earn your tips, I'm not gonna pay you just because you work here. So it's like y'all can.
Some people be like, if that happened to some people will be like, well, I'm gonna pay you, but I'm not gonna give you a big tip or something like that. But I feel you. Like I'm saving all my money. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm not paying for nothing. Matter of fact, I don't even want this now. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm extra hungry. I was so hungry that now I'm not hungry. And then you got an attitude. So now I don't even want nothing that y'all have.
The attitude, I feel like because I've been a server for a long time, the attitude is her problem. But the food issue is the kitchen. She didn't make your food. Now she could have been a lot nicer and a lot more pleasant in accommodating your cold ass food. What I mean? That will always get you a good tip. Like people will take care of you.
The problem that I have is like if I get I'm scared to get an attitude with somebody that make my food because I don't know what you're gonna do with it when they come back. So I don't even want it when they come back.
And that's the third part. The first part that even if you just serving the food and it's the kitchen's fault, you need to talk to the kitchen because y'all got to work as a team. So if you're not concerned with the kitchen, how you shouldn't have brung it out. If you wouldn't eat it, don't bring it to me if it's cold. So that goes on the wait staff. And then
I'm thinking,
I always look at the food. I'm like, no, I'm not serving that to nobody. Come on, bro. You're not about to mess up my money.
And then third of all, like I said, when you got a complaint and you got an attitude, now I don't want it because I don't know what you did to it in the back.
Right. You probably
so now I don't want it. So even if you go redo it, I really don't want it now because it ain't no telling what you're gonna do. So I'm done with it and stuff. So
Right.
like I said, it's to me it was all three. It's not
Yeah.
blaming it on the waiter or the waitress, but if you don't have sense
Try it.
The
enough
whole
that
experience.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Try
Y'all
it.
got to work as a team because
Well,
without the cook, you ain't getting your tips. So
no,
y'all
then.
got to work together.
Right,
So
because it's not like it's the waiter, the waitress, or the cook. It's Denny's.
It's Denny, yeah. So it's like if you see
Y'all
that this shit
never,
is cold, you
both of
should have brought
y'all,
it out
y'all
to me.
never worked in a food and beverage, huh?
Right?
I have.
Who, me?
I have
No.
about 30 years. Over 30 years. That's what I'm just retired from. So I know the routine.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that my good waiters and waitresses, if they see that the shit ain't right, they gonna make it right because they don't want them to fuck up their tips. So they gonna make sure it's right. So that's where they should have made a stand at like this shit is cold or
I feel like
if
people to be like,
refire
oh,
this,
well,
this don't bring me anything.
you were at Denny's, so like any restaurant should have any tip, like sit down restaurant should have better. The server should know better.
Yeah,
But
that's why I'm saying it's even though it was at Denny's, but that should be A1. That's just like us doing anything. You wouldn't want that kind of service or something like that to happen to you. So
Right.
if you working in any industry, you wouldn't do it. If you worked at a customer service, you're gonna be polite to people and come in because you want them to be polite to you before you even get into something like how you doing here. I'm glad it's just a matter of respect. Even though
hey,
that
look, I've worked
you ain't cleaning
ghetto dive
room.
bar and I've worked fine dining. The only difference in my serving is I don't cuss at fine dining.
No, you don't supposed to cuss period at no job and
Service
stuff
has
like
gone
that.
down. Like in this day and age, service is so shitty, especially after COVID. I feel like people were so used to getting free money that now they're like entitled. Like service sucks, like honestly, especially with young people, and they don't care. Like even in the shop,
Yeah,
like,
they don't.
at the grocery store, they're talking to each other and they're like, "Oh fuck that," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like
What?
I don't ever hear. I would never swear. Like I swear a lot. Like
They don't
Mhm.
care anymore. And that, like I said, this was just like I said a couple of months back.
Literally, profanity is like my first language, and like I will not swear in a job capacity like that where I'm in front of customers.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
All the time. Young people do all the time. And I'm like, they're bagging my
They
groceries.
don't care.
Oh, bitch. And I'm like, what? Like they're just talking to each other like that. And I'm like, that's not cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's different. I worked in a ghetto dive bar, so it was.
Yeah, me too.
I'm being addressed as bitch. I'm gonna be like, "What up, bitch?" I'm gonna say the same shit back to you. It's all kind of what the fuck. But that is a bar setting, dive bar setting. Like nobody came in there, but the neighborhood people you grew up with, your folks. You know what I mean, regulars. So I was able to just speak the way I speak. But anywhere
Right.
else,
Well, you know your environment.
yeah,
It's the same
exactly.
like say like the hotel business. You could get your room, you go to the room and it's messed up. It ain't what you expect. You go back down to the front desk. You can't blame them people because they ain't cleaning the room or they ain't, you know what I'm saying, making the bed or changing the towels and stuff.
But they
you
can
could
change your accommodations. They can give you.
exactly.
They could smile, apologize, and give you a brand new room.
That's
That's up
all
to standard.
that's what I'm saying, and that's the whole thing. So even though that the waiter or the waitress may not be the cook, they could say, make it better, but don't give me an attitude because I'm trying to tell you that it's not what I wanted. Or
Like I
The
wouldn't have
front, the
even
front.
charged you. I wouldn't have even charged you for your meal. Your meal came at the end of everybody's eating. I'm gonna just be like, here, you can take it. It's fresh, but I'm gonna comp that meal for you because that was our bad.
it wasn't none of that. That's why I said, you know what? I'm
She's
not
not good
paying
at
for
her job.
shit.
She hates that she's
I'm gonna
serving
comp my
right
own meal.
Yeah.
I'm walking out on this shit. Fuck your pancakes.
Right.
Yeah. I could go home and make my own. And see, especially me because that's what I did for like 30 years. Like I said, chef.
All this shit's free.
So I know that when it's something like that, you got to accommodate because you want their business. You want them to come back. So,
Right.
even they say, well, okay.
I don't necessarily want you to come back, but I want you to be so happy with my service that you're gonna at least tip me. I'll comp whatever, but you leave me a good tip. Now, if I do that all for you and you give me $5, I'm gonna cuss your ass up. Bye, get out of my Denny's. No,
No, because
the tip is for the server. If the server does a good job, she's pleasant, get your shit right. She didn't fuck up your food, but she was apologetic and fixed it for you. She still deserves a good tip, or he still deserves a good tip.
And usually,
but if the kitchen fucks up and then
waitress
she gives you
still
an
tips the
attitude,
kitchen though too. They get a part of that tip too. Every waiter or waitress usually have to
and I'm
tip
not
the
giving
kitchen.
none of that.
See, so
If
that's
you're
what I'm
fucking
saying.
my food up and
It's the
fucking my
team
money
effort.
up, I'm not tipping you.
But usually, in the restaurant business, the servers they got to tip the kitchen and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It's a team effort. So hell yeah, I didn't dine and dash.
I don't think
only
I've
have to
ever
tip-
dined and dash. I don't think I've ever done that. I'm
Good
not
job.
saying I wouldn't. Yeah. Oh no. I ain't saying I wouldn't. But you know what I have done? I have hopped out of a taxi cab and just ran. I've done that before. Yeah.
What they're gonna do? Chase you?
Right. You ain't about to chase me. I'm gone. I'm out of here. So no, I ain't never dined and dashed, but I definitely would.
Yeah, see, that seemed dangerous because these taxi cab drivers back in the days, they would shoot you. They had their pistols, so
They were
run.
because then
scary.
they also used to accept cash. They don't accept cash now. If you don't have a card or pay ahead of time, they're not picking you up. But back in the day, taxi cabs still would have a box of cashola on hand. So of course they had their blicky like you're not taking my son's dinner.
Yeah,
Look,
I got the hell out of there. Look, I ain't paid for that taxi that night. I ain't had no money to begin with, so I got in planning on not paying. So but
do you know that people
let's
try to do that on Uber?
how?
They'll get the Uber, and during the trip, I watched a video. Dude was recording it, like the dash cam, and she ended the trip while she was in the car, and he was like, "I gotta pull over," and he was like, "You just ended the trip," and she was like, "No, I didn't. What do you mean?" Trying to play dumb, and he was like, "My Uber tells me when you end the trip, I'm not getting paid for this. You need to get out of my car." I was like, people really try to scam over.
Really?
That's just dumb. You just a dumb criminal, or you just that stupid and broke.
It's hard to even get an Uber back though. Like, if you forget something,
What's wrong?
you can't directly contact Uber or Lyft, the person that drove you. You don't get their number. It's really weird because I left something in Lyft.
The Uber
You better
app
get all your shit.
hides the number.
Yeah, you gotta go through the acts of God to reach that driver to get your shit back. My guy came back actually though, and he did give me my stuff, but still,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's lucky.
Yeah, because I worked for. Oh, my bad. You keep trying to move on, and we got another story.
Yeah, let's get ready to move on because we've been on that one question for 30 minutes. So we still shit. We got that. All right, let's see. The next question I have for y'all is: what would you rather have in this big blue rocky world? Would you rather have money or would you rather have love? I'm gonna go ahead and ask. I'm gonna start that one. I'm gonna start this one. For myself, I would rather have love because I've seen people who like they're rich and very very depressed, and that shit's always baffled me. Like, and I'll always use this guy as an example. My man Robin Williams, one of the happiest, funniest comedians out there. You know what I'm saying? Rich. Make his job is to make other people laugh, but this guy committed suicide because he just didn't have happiness. And so there's certain things that money can't buy you, and for me, love is one of those things. And you could get by a lot further in this life with love as opposed to money. That's just my thought.
That is 100. That's 100% though.
Talk to me, MK. What you think? Money or love in this big world?
I'm going for money.
I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad at you though.
I mean, I feel like the whole
I get it.
I feel like the whole love thing is overrated.
Mhm.
Not that I'm like jaded towards love, but I am, because I feel like people have their own definitions of love, and my definition can't be fulfilled. Like I can't be loved the way that I want to be loved. Maybe eventually, but right now I feel like it's an impossible task. Whereas money is not going to make me like super happy, but it's going to put me in.
It's gonna occupy my mind, my time, and my heart, so I'm not thinking about being lonely.
Like, I'm gonna have fun as fuck with money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's just where I'm at. Like, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm like, I feel a type of way about people that are in love. Like, no, good for them. Like, that's totally fine. But I feel like everyone has their own definition. And right now, my definition of it is not the same definition as others. So
I know that's right. That's what I'm saying. I ain't mad at it because sometimes love could be very misleading and that shit can hurt when it go wrong.
that shit can make you depressed. And
Man,
I mean, it can make you
being broke can make you depressed too.
or money because you
The Hawaii connection.
Well, I was just saying, I thought it was my Wi-Fi. I went to go check.
just and you're not
breaking
worried
up.
about stress, you're not worried about paying your bills. A lot of us occupied by anxiety.
That Wi-Fi.
Man, you like your
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
she all the way froze.
Oh man,
Look, she making a whole point right now too.
I know.
Happen.
You
Your
froze up on
connection
us.
is bad, and you were
My
all choppy, like yeah, towards the end there.
That
This
humidity
Kendall's
got
fine.
into you.
Kendall's
You still there?
I'm here.
Is it my
Okay.
connection or your connection? Because I have full bars right now.
But all three of us are seeing each other clearly and no breakage, but you're breaking up.
Yeah, it's like frozen on yours.
And we're in like three different parts of Washington.
Right?
Or
That's
Western
weird.
Washington.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's weird.
It literally just blinked and then it came back on and you guys were there.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it did because you in a different spot than you was too last time. Like on mine, I see all three of y'all. And you was at the top, and Kendall was.
I don't know. I'm like on the side. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so God is like, do not say that money is greater than love, and he just
Right. Well, as long as you don't love money, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I think right now in this time period, that's how I feel.
I feel it. I respect that for real. Let me see. Ari, talk to me. Money or love in this world?
I don't know. Like present situation, I would probably say money because love don't pay my bills and I got a baby and some things I gotta pay off. But ultimately, I don't know. I feel like regardless of my financial situation, when you have a partner and you love somebody and you're going home to somebody and there's somebody to cuddle up with, you can tag team that financial issue. You know what I mean? Or whatever money, there's money to be made. You just got to make it, right?
Right.
But, and you can, if you have money, yeah, you can, wine and dine all these hoes and these dudes or whatever and get your jollies off. It's nothing short of a nut. But when it comes down to it, someone you love is going to be there through your turmoil, your loss of family, your any hurdle in life. You're going to have a support system because they love you. That love is there. So I think I would like, if someone was in front of me right now and said, here's $1 million or meet the love of your life. Right now, currently, I'll probably take the money. But in longevity, love would be nice at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a lot stronger.
MK said, I'll go buy a therapist.
I already got one of those. It's covered by insurance.
Well, there you go. OG, talk to me. Money or love in this big beautiful world?
I think I'm stuck in between both of y'all. Something like Irene. You know, of course we know that money can't buy you love, but
Right.
also it depends on like MK said, it depends on what kind of love you looking for. For me, I don't care about what nobody think or what nobody say, as long as I got my real family, my loved ones, the
I
kids,
know
or
that's right.
my
And
relatives.
then
So
that's the thing. Like, it depends on the love too, right?
yeah,
Like,
that's what
I
I'm
don't just
getting at.
need love. You can say you love me all you want, but can you show that? Can we
Mhm.
support each other? Is there good communication?
Yes, and
Are
see, as
you,
long as I have
loyal to that
that eternal
relationship?
love
Right.
that come from the kids and my family, I don't care about what nobody else think or what they, what they're gonna do. But also, I know money don't buy you love. But if I had money, I wouldn't care because I'd be the same way because I only probably see you every now and then anyway. So far as it goes about being with somebody, if I need to see you, I pay for it to see you, and when I don't, you can kick the rocks, go, because I got
Ah,
other stuff to
But
do.
that's
So
not love though, right? That's
I
not love.
know
That's
that's what I'm
busting
saying.
nuts. You can
That's
do
what I'm saying.
that.
I don't need no love like that. That's what I'm saying because I know money can't buy you love. So only love that I would need is the love from my family, and I would take care of them regardless. But just to be loved by everybody, like to be like a celebrity loved, I don't need that. I don't
But no,
need people.
isn't the question like your true love, like the actual, you know what I mean? Your one. Would you rather meet your one, your forever love, or have the money?
Well,
It's not
if it's one love, that's a whole
like your
different question.
partner, right? Like if it's your partner,
But see, that's
your
a different
lifelong, what you're
in
supposed
stuff.
to.
Well, you're gonna always need that one person to love. I'd rather be with one person to love than have money. But we saying like love, period. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people you can have
Oh,
money. Because see, money buys you a whole lot of different things. But love don't buy you all of that. So it depends on what kind of love, like I said, you're looking for. If you're looking for that one love, everybody need that one love of their life to stay with them. But if it's just love, like to be loved, like I said, like a superstar or a movie star or something. No, I don't need that. I'd rather have the money than to be loved by a whole lot of different people. Because shit that
but
people say
they
that
say
don't mean anything.
they say money can't buy happiness, but I have never in my life seen somebody unhappy in a Bentley. I've never seen that. I've never seen somebody unhappy driving a Mercedes
but you
S550 or
haven't
some
seen though.
shit.
There's a lot of famous people that have money, racks in the bank, built wealth, have properties, have hella cars,
But they're
but they're
unhappy.
so lonely and they're so
Yep,
unhappy because the people around them are fake as hell, are only there
yep,
because they have money.
Right.
yep.
You know what I mean? How many,
Michael
like,
Jackson,
that dude from Lincoln
Tupac.
Park? There's hella celebrities that have money as fuck but kill themselves,
Yep.
Right,
overdose
right.
on purpose. You know what I mean? Because they're unhappy, but they got a Bentley in the car in the driveway. They got that fucking $7 million mansion and all the staff, but they
Yep.
didn't
I
have
bet they was
nobody that
happy.
loves
Bet they
them.
was
They
happy
don't
when they
feel
was
that
driving that shit.
Yep, that's why
shit.
I quoted it. It depends on what kind of love you're looking for. If you talking just a love like a relationship, that one person, yeah, you rather have that than the money. But if it's just love, like being, like I said, a superstar or some of that, no, I'd rather have the money than to have people love me because of being famous. Love, I'd rather have the money because that stuff come and go. So that's why I said it depends on what love that we talking about.
Okay. Y'all deep tonight. Shit, I ain't smoked enough weed for this. I ain't had enough
Here,
drinks for
here, Kendall.
this.
Here.
Shit. Oh, see, god damn it, Ari. See, now I gotta go to the
Fuck.
store after. Shit, don't play with me. I got a little contact off that. All right. Um, let's see. I think we could probably get a couple more in here. Let's probably one more in the way we going. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna skip down to this question. Well, I guess we already kind of answered that one. All
Pick
right,
a
let's
good
do
one.
this.
Pick a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm trying. I'm looking.
I ain't
All
even
right,
read the ones in a while.
all right. I'm
Oh,
gonna ask
that's
this.
a
I'm gonna
stink.
ask this question. This might get a little deep. What is the most surprising fact that you learned about yourself? I'm gonna ask that again so it could marinate. What is the most surprising fact that you learned about yourself? OG, talk to me.
You gotta have patience. I think I had to learn that about myself. I have to have more patience in saying that, and more that I have to let stuff go. You know, being strong-minded, you always want things to happen or be over with or get fixed. Sometimes you just got to let stuff go. So I would say that's patient. I learned that I just got to let some stuff just go. Like whatever, don't let it bother me. Just have patience. That's, you know, it is what it is. And not let it bother me or stress me or get me upset or, you know, make me want to do the first thing that comes to my mind. Just let it go. So I would say
you, bro.
Patience. That's what I think I didn't learn over the years with myself.
I like that. I like that a lot. Patience is something that is a virtue, and that's just not a cliche. That's something that everybody needs to have. Ari, talk to me. What's a surprising fact that you learned about yourself?
I don't know if it's a fact, but I was like through my 20s and early 30s, I didn't date around. You feel me? I did what I wanted to do. I was single with no kids. I traveled. I did whatever the hell I wanted. And I used to talk mess about females, like weak ass bitches. This nigga cheated on you how many times? And blah, blah, blah. And I would have left a long time ago and all this stuff.
Right.
He treats you like this. And then I find myself in the same kind of relationship with a stereotypical baby daddy situation, and co-parenting is nothing, and all this, like, oh, you had a baby by a bum, stupid bitch, blah, blah, blah. Look at me now.
Hey,
so I learned that we all make,
growth.
right, we all make, like, we all feel some type of way about certain things, and until we go through it, we don't know shit. Because I never went through it. I didn't date around. I didn't jump from boyfriend to boyfriend and, oh, he broke my heart, I loved him. Oh, he broke my heart, I loved him. Oh, I had to leave. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't do the back and forth thing often.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when I did boo up, I gave him my all, and I was like, look at me now.
I'm getting paper.
That part, I have to understand. But I learned humility. You know what I mean? I was young and talked so much shit, and then got older and found myself in situations that I didn't follow my own advice. You know, I didn't leave like I should have. And yeah, I just learned to be humble, and getting older, that I make the same mistakes as the next woman. Sometimes stayed longer than I should have, or gave chances and went against my own heart and mind, knowing what I should have done. So
okay. Well, at least you learned it. I mean, some people go through life and never learn shit, especially something like that. So I'm proud of you for learning that. So the question is, what is the most surprising fact that you learned about yourself? Talk to me, MK. Did you learn that you were a low-key, quiet person?
Never.
You didn't learn that. Okay, I figured that.
I mean, I feel that something that I learned probably in the last 2 years is that I can live with myself. It's a hard thing to do.
I love that. I mean,
and the way to I can kind of explain it is that I always felt like I needed to be with people all the time. Like I didn't want to, like, I'm like, why is that person going to dinner alone? That is so weird. Or why is that person going to a movie? That is so awkward. Who travels by themselves? Like judging.
I'm like, you're describing me early in life.
Like
I would go out to eat.
Like judging.
I did that all the time.
And I'm like a talker. I'm a conversationalist. I like to talk to people. I like to meet people. But I just felt like, I couldn't do those things. Like I would never travel alone. And in the last 2 years through the pandemic, what we went through of like not communicating, blah, 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 can't be with your family, can't be with your friends.
Right.
Like
Can't take trips with your friends.
yeah, I had to literally learn to live with myself and deal with myself in my thoughts, in my actions. And now I'm like, I never want to travel with anyone again. Like I love it. Like I love
It be
it.
like that.
You learn a lot about yourself when you're by yourself, though. Some people have jumped from relationship, lived with someone every time that you don't know who you are by yourself.
You don't need to depend on anybody. You don't need someone to tell you who you are. And I mean, it's the same thing. Like you can equate it to like traveling. When you're traveling with someone, it's like you're accommodating their goals of the travel,
right?
Their time, their feelings. Because you took 2 hours in this store. Now they're mad outside or like whatever it is. You want to eat here, they want to eat there. It's the same thing in life. Like I don't feel like I want to accommodate anybody. Their feelings.
Do what you want.
Yes. Wear what I want, do what I want, go where I want, act how I want, and be who I want to fucking be. Like I don't need other people to tell me who I want to be. So
you don't got nobody to tell.
Yeah. So I would say that's something that I literally learned, and that's only recent, probably in the last 2 or 3 years. Like, yeah, I can live by myself. I don't need somebody to irritate the
I don't have to be constantly surrounded by other people.
No, I like to be alone.
Like, I like silence.
I love to be alone.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with that. I like that a lot and stuff. One time, a quick note on that we did. I had some old friends that I grew up with, like middle school, 7th grade. And
oh wow,
they married, and we all met. They came up here. It's like, you know what? Y'all don't stay at no hotel. I got rooms. Y'all all stayed here. So it was like 2, 4, 6 of them. Because they got their wives now. So we all stayed at my house. So we had a good time. They stayed for about like 3-4 days. And then a week later, we met back in LA, and we all went to Disneyland. Nice. And it was just like, it was so cool, but it was so annoying after a while. It was like I want to go here. No, I don't want to eat here. No, I can't get on that ride. I can't do this.
You're accommodating too much.
Too many people.
But that's how you know that's not your crew to do that with. Like I've been on trips with friends that we knew we just wanted to do whatever, and we had enough money to do whatever.
Right.
If you wanted to go to the aquarium today, let's fit that in, and let's go to this show at night. We were all on the same wavelength the whole trip. And I've been on trips with homies where it's like, oh, we can't eat it. Everybody wants to eat at this restaurant, but we can't go there because this broke motherfucker decided to tag along, and not have any money, and nobody wants to pay for him or her. So it's like, I don't want to do stuff like that. Like, come with the same energy. You know what I mean? Like,
the worst. Like I have my favorite travel buddy. You know what I mean? Like she does whatever. She doesn't take long to get ready.
Right. And you learn about yourself too. Like on vacation, like if we do a weekend in Vegas, I'm up early, ready. We're getting breakfast. We're getting ready, and we're
not sleeping. We're not sleeping.
Yeah, but I have some friends that are like, I got too drunk the night before. Just come back and get me. Borsville. We could sleep at home.
We'll sleep when we're on the plane. No, we're not sleeping.
Yeah, we're not sleeping. I'm not coming back for you. You can come find us if you want to. So you gotta find your trip people that are just you, that are down to try whatever food. Oh, that restaurant looks good. Oh, I've never ate there. I've never had that kind of food. Bet, let's do it.
Yeah.
Instead of like, let's find a Chipotle.
Yes.
I don't go to
like I didn't go to Vegas to eat at fucking Outback. Get out of my face.
That's what I'm doing.
I didn't go to fucking I never been to Colorado. We went out to Colorado. I was like, I'm not eating that Jack in the Box. I'm not eating that Wendy's. Exactly. I want to eat somewhere I've never been here before. Yes. Let me try what fast food place don't we have if we have to get fast food in Washington? Well, let's try that island restaurant, and it's whack because you're in Colorado.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's hard when you going with all the different personalities and you going and you know, I'd smoke weed, but then I had one guy that all he wanted to do was get high all day. It's like, man, enough is enough. You get up in the morning, 8 in the morning, and want to smoke weed and do all this. Like, that's
Hey,
cool.
but I'm gonna do that, but I'm doing that while we're doing shit. I'm
Right.
smoking while I'm getting ready.
Well, some people
We're
are
gonna head out.
functional and some people
We're gonna go
aren't,
walk
you
on the
know?
strip. I'm gonna hit this joint. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up to y'all in a second. I'm gonna hit this 2 times and then catch
I'm
right
going
back
to the
up to the
weed
group.
store right after this.
Me smoking weed is not gonna hinder the vacation activities. Like, that's
And if
gonna
it does,
enhance
you're
it.
with the wrong people.
Sometimes when you always
If
gotta
it does,
stop
you're with the wrong
the
people.
places and get it for somebody because they ran out, or you got to make extra stop. See, for sometimes it's cool, but then for other people it ain't though. See, so I mean, like I said, it all depends on who you are, what you're doing.
See, being a smoker, I have that shit set up before I get wherever I'm going.
And
I'm already.
Today, it's like, man, that might be
that's right.
for some people. So, like I said,
I went to Hawaii, and I didn't have any connects out there. You know what I mean? I hadn't been out there in hella. My brother was there with the military, so I was like, cousin, what was your best person's name? She was a bridesmaid. I'm like, what's her name? Hey, hook me up with her because I'm going to Hawaii for a month and I need some greens. Bam, got that number. Hit her up. Yo, I need to connect because I'm gonna be there for over a month or over a month. A month was the minimum, so I needed to connect. So I touched down in Hawaii, got my shit on the base, and immediately went to meet this girl. Grabbed a bunch because I'm not trying to have people take me. Can you take me to the weed guy? Can we do this? No, I'm getting my shit ready, so we don't have to do that throughout our trip.
Yeah.
That's just responsible smoking. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, all of us have to go to pick up.
Yeah, you have to have your shit, all your ducks in a row. Before you start.
But that's me as a traveler. Not everybody travels like that. Some people be like, oh, let's go to the restaurant. Oh, what bet? Can we meet up with so and so on the way?
Yeah.
No, we can't. Go do your shit and meet us at the restaurant. That's me.
Or you someplace, you know, like even like little things after a while, like little things like someplace, then you gotta, who got a light? Who got a light? Now you asking people, you got a light for this? You got, it's like, damn, you got all this stuff, but you don't even got a light to smoke, light your own joint.
Hey, OG's homie that was smoking, we made him mad.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool, but then after a while, it's like, okay, you know, especially when you, like I said, it's hard to comment. It may not be that just that one person, but it could be something somebody else want to do, or like you said, they don't want to eat at that restaurant, or they want to go to Outback House, but you in Vegas, who want to go to Outback House? Like you said, you know, you can do that at home. So especially it is hard to do a lot of different stuff with different people.
That's why you have to know your travel people. And if you haven't found them yet, stop looking, travel by yourself. Do your shit.
But I like to travel by myself.
Do your shit. I want to go to New York or something. I want to go to New York, New Orleans, and Florida. I feel like those are my next 3 stops. Not necessarily in that order, but
that's MK, New York. She's a New Yorker, and she's a native.
I love
it.
I love that energy. Like, I'm about it.
I feel like I'll get run over. I'm so chill. Like, I'm the slow walker that looks in all of the shops and up at the buildings. And
I love it.
People, I will get run over in New York. I just know it.
They always say that they hate you know, visitors, you know, people that's coming there that ain't from there.
Because they don't know that they're not on the same pace as everybody on the sidewalk.
It's high energy. I love that.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there trying to get a bag, you know, like everybody's doing what they do.
I feel like that's why I would go there to visit weekend and then split because I'll get run over.
I think I'll be there like I own the place. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't did that I ain't did. Back up.
Back up.
Yeah, I think I have an attitude just like they would have. So what's the next one, Mr. Davis?
Man, there ain't no next one. It's 9. We about to wrap it up.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Thank you guys for joining. We love you guys. This is I know, right? Tell me about it. This is Urban Solution Radio, baby. This is Can You Back That Up? You know, I didn't already change locations. I'm about to go make this money run.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I'm about to go get this money.
Oh, first of all, he changed his clothes. He's in a different location. What happened? What's going on? Are you Superman?
He's a jumper. He's a jumper.
All of us, I'm in
he
car
just goes from one place to the other.
He literally went into
I can hear Hodge's car. I can hear Hodge's car, so I knew he was going somewhere.
I'm in the car too. I'm driving.
I'm super nigga. I get places.
I was gonna say.
Look, I ain't got no vehicle. I just hit all the back streets.
With his backpack on. He's a D-boy tonight.
I can.
So thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it. Until next Monday. We're gonna be on next Monday. We back at it now, baby. So thank you guys. Subscribe to everything that Urban Solution Radio has to offer for you guys. That's MK. That's Irene. That's OG. And we is the family. All right, you guys. Peace.
Peace.